Is now the time to move to Russia?
I guess it depends.
I think Russians have always had the attitude of friendship to Americans.
Easier the way where in the past there was no way you can get to Russia unless you have a Russian wife or you can pass a Russian exam.
And I think it breaks their heart that we have had such hostile attitudes towards it.
I was born in Latvia. I was born as a U.S. citizen abroad.
I was born in the U.S., in Florida.
I'm from Uzbekistan.
Now, inside the carriage, there's actually a royal man on his cell phone wearing a cute hat. He's probably going to get out and try to sell you something, Eddie. Go ahead.
Now is the perfect time. I would say, I don't know when the perfect time. I mean, it's now or never.
My name is Eddie. I'm an American born in Texas who now lives in Moscow, Russia. And together, we're going to investigate if now is the time to move to Russia.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Yeah, because I'm the short one in this group, in case you don't know.
My legs.
Please don't do that. I'm here with,
Joseph Stephen Rose, the expat American.
and I am Eddie Gonzalez, the Moscow photographer. And today we are coming to you from
Gostiny Dvor.
Gostiny Dvor.
Sorry that we said that wrong, guys.
Yeah, I'm
sure we did.
I'm sure we butchered it. But tell us about this place, because you've been here before. This is my first time here.
I have. I've been here almost a year ago, and I should know more. I did not research it, but I just know what my eyes can tell me, and that is this is some sort of medieval courtyard that has recently had a glass roof put on it. So if you look, guys, this is the expanse where we are. Pretty crazy, I think. You can see the windows are low here too. So I imagine this place used to be like on a hill, like a dirt hill, open to the sky. And if you get a chance to go into the corridors up here, you can see like all these medieval like locks and gates. It's very, very, very cool.
So I'm literally a stone's throw away from Red Square and the Kremlin here in Moscow. And this is Gostiny Dvor.
Now, inside the carriage, there's actually a royal man on his cell phone wearing a cute hat. He's probably going to get out and try to sell you something, Eddie. Go ahead.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, he has a sword. Watch out. How did he get that through the metal detector?
I don't know. He might be a little angry, so we'll just keep going.
Нашу родину во время Великой Отечественной войны, будучи летчиком штурмовой авиации и закончив ее гвардией капитаном штурмовой авиации.
So, Svetlana, what is going on with immigration here in Russia? It's already been about maybe 6 months since President Putin signed the decree for the shared values visa and the easier pathway to a temporary residency. What's your experience? Do you see it getting easier? Is it still popular? Or is interest waning? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I guess it depends. It's easier the way where in the past there was no way you can get to Russia unless you have a Russian wife or you can pass a Russian exam. Now it's definitely easier because you have now a choice to come in and you don't have to take a Russian exam and pass it in the first 3 years. And there are a lot of people who want to do it, who wants to come and apply for the temporary residency. But of course, it's still not that fast and not that easy, like you probably know.
was born in Latvia. I was born as a U.S. citizen abroad in Latvia, and my father was American, and my mother was a Soviet citizen. I lived in Moscow in my childhood for 4 years, back in the early 2000s, when it was a different time, it was a different atmosphere. It was really, for me, it was an exciting time as a kid. I had a great childhood there, and I went to school, and that's how I was able to learn my Russian. Последние 5 лет моей жизни я просто смотрю, как Запад идет нескультурно. My mother decides to have me move to the United States so that I'm closer to my American family, and so we did that. So I lived there in a total of like 15, 16 years, and I lived in 2 states, California, Montana. Came to Moscow the first time since 16 years, celebrating 9th of May. I wanted to, see what has changed, but also honor my great-grandparents who have lived through the Great Patriotic War. And I just had a great sense of feeling for this place. And after 20 years, a lot of things have just gotten a lot better, culturally, spiritually, and I just felt like I was back home.
Got a question for you. Is now the time to move to Russia if you're an American?
My goodness, yes.
Give us a review of the last 6 months here in Russia.
They've been great because I've been meeting new friends that I haven't had before, and just meeting interesting people, having interesting connections. Like ever since I met Joe, it's unlocked so many opportunities for me just to get to know really great, cool people such as yourself, Eddie, and others. And so it's been great. Yeah. So I'm thankful to God for that. And I also, it's been giving me a chance to get to know this wonderful lady that's right by me, Natalia, who I'd like to introduce.
Introduce us to Natalia.
Yes.
I was born in the US, in Florida, but my parents are Russian. I was always wanting to go to US, but then when I met Ben, and he told me the truth about what's going on really in US, because I was, I was watching all these Hollywood movies, and they show another picture. And when Bernard told me the truth of everything that is going there, I was a bit disappointed. I was born here, as I was raised here. I have these traditional values, and for me it's very important to keep them and to be in them. And so after Bernard's story, I decided that of course I would like to move to US, but maybe as a visitor. Maybe something will be changed. I don't know.
Who knows?
But now I'm, especially because Bernard told me his experience in US. Now I understand that I'm really so happy that I was born in US but raised here, and all my life I was living here, and I didn't value it so much. And now, due to Bernard, every day I'm happy that I'm living here in Russia. In this not so perfect country, it's not ideal country, but for me it's better because there is a soul. There are people who are kind, loving, and they have these dreams to build real nature and a living future, and they raise children in happy families here, especially today with in forum about Russia values, and they're talking about people who want another future for Russia, and to make Russia such country that will inspire another countries all over the world to have these traditional values, that man can be a man, a woman can be a woman, and they can really be happy together in this God's union.
Okay, my friends, I want you to meet William Spencer from Kentucky. William, how long have you been here in Russia?
A little over 9 months.
I've always said is that Russia reminds me of the America of my youth. Growing up in the 70s and in the 80s back in the States. Does modern day Russia kind of remind you of that in some way?
Very much, because in the 70s, I don't know, you would just see kids. Kids were outside. They weren't behind their computers for one thing. And they were expressive. They were out on their bicycles. You see that. You see that because I was in Derevnya, a small town, for a while now. I'm in Podolsk, which is it's a satellite city to Moscow. But I was like in the village, and it's just great. You see these boys with bicycles. They go off and they do their own thing, you know, and that's what we did.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like America's lost its soul, and so are you going to wait around? God only knows how things will unfold in the United States. If I lived in the United States, I would prefer to be outside of the city, but because it seems like there are more sort of grounded and spiritual people in the country than in the city in the United States. But the answer, that was a long-winded response, but yes, the answer is yes, now is the time.
Here we are, and you never know who you're going to run into. Like, oh, I know this gentleman.
Hey,
hi, Sly.
you're here
How are
as
you?
well?
I'm here as well.
How are you doing? You're filming a video?
We're filming a little video.
Wow. Okay, my name is Sly. I am here now in Russia. I make videos as well. I make walking videos, telling different people how is it life in Russia going. And I came here to this beautiful, gigantic exhibition to film something. So you can visit. If you don't mind, I can advertise my channel.
Oh, awesome. Please
Yeah.
do. Please do.
Please visit, watch my side overview for this exhibition.
What's the name of your channel, by the way?
Feel the walk.
Field of
Feel the walk.
Feel
You can
the walk.
feel how you're walking.
Feel the Walk.
Yeah.
Okay, I like
Feel
that.
the
We'll
walk.
have the links down in the description for Sly's channel. Sly, where are you originally from?
I'm from Uzbekistan, but I travel a lot. I live in different places.
What part of Uzbekistan?
Tashkent.
Tashkent.
Yeah.
My wife was born in Tashkent.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
I hear a lot of foreigners who married people from Uzbekistan. Yeah.
Yeah. She is, she's Russian, but she was born in Uzbekistan.
Yeah, same
in
with me.
Tashkent. Yeah, there you go. Same thing. Well,
Yeah.
look for more content coming up soon, hopefully with my new friend Sly, as we'll be collaborating in the future. But I guess we collaborated today, didn't we?
Yeah.
Hey, why not?
Unexpectedly.
Exactly.
Yeah, nice.
Про любовь и про дорогу, где добро и правда белый свет берегут, дедовы медали за Берлин и за отвагу, и весенний праздничный салют.
Definitely now is the time, especially if you're, you know, a single man such as myself who's looking for a wonderful girlfriend or wife, and just also, you know, if you want to, you know, work, like for example in the tech sphere, I would say, you know, from what I've been seeing, you know, there's a huge need for that in Russia. So, you know, the more bright minds we can get here as well, the more the industry advances. So, and I see a lot of potential in the tech sphere in Russia. So my goal is to be part of that and contribute to that. So that's, yeah. So I would say, yeah, now is the perfect time. I would say, you know, I don't know when the perfect time. I mean, is now or never, you know, like now is. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think if a person feels that he wants to go, just it is a perfect time.
People watch your channel, watch mine, they like what they see, and they're not satisfied with where they live. Now is the time to definitely visit and take a look and see what you think of this place.
If you're interested in visiting Russia, maybe you're not ready for that step of immigration, visit my website, worryfreerussia.com, and we'll make your visit here to Russia worry-free. If you're interested in immigrating to Russia, I'll have links down below where you can contact Joseph's wife, Svetlana, who will help you through that process of immigration. Let me know down in the comments where you're watching from, and do you think now is a good time to move to Russia? Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Moscow Photographer channel and to
Expat American.
Expat American as well. All right, guys, till next time, пока. 1, 2, 3, or I should say, 1, 2, 3, мы русские.